Hey, thanks for coming to 1500ESPN.com. I'm Derek Wetmore. I'm going to share with you my 5 thoughts from Saturday's Twins win. The Twins, by the way, before we get started here, they're now 500 again. Who would have thought that after a 1-6 start? Pretty impressive baseball that they've been playing the last 2 weeks or so, and looking a lot better than the team did in the first week of the season, especially after that slow start. So let's get started with 5 thoughts. Number 1. The Twins got Ricky Nolasco back. After about a 3-week stay on the disabled list with some elbow inflammation, Ricky Nolasco was activated Saturday and started for the Twins. He threw okay, 5 innings, 3 earned runs on 8 hits. Basically, he was on a pitch count. I think he ended up throwing 76 pitches. I want to confirm that for you. Yeah, 76 pitches for Nolasco. They knew that going in, so as soon as he got through 5 innings and you had a lefty due up to start the 6th inning, Molitor basically knew he was going to go to his bullpen. He went to Aaron Thompson, who pitched fairly well in relief, and then they just kind of started playing the matchup game the rest of the way until they got to Glenn Perkins to close it down. But anyways, I would say somewhat encouraging start from Ricky Nolasco in that he kept the Twins in the game through 5 innings. He did qualify for the win. If you put a lot of stock into a stat like that, then Nolasco gets his first win of the season. For me, I look more about the process, how he pitched, and I thought he pitched all right. You look for him to have a better start next time out when he can build up that pitch count a little bit. But say what you want about how badly Nolasco pitched last season, it's still good to have him in the rotation. He is an addition that the Twins, I think, should be able to count on this year. I wrote before the season started that he's a bit of a bounce-back candidate. We'll see if he plays that out. It certainly wasn't looking good through 3 innings. His first start didn't go as well. He had an 18 ERA and wound up on the disabled list. But Nolasco's now back, and we'll see going forward what kind of production the Twins can count on from number 47. Thought number 2 is also about Nolasco. Paul Molitor said after the game that he didn't feel Nolasco had his best breaking pitches, and especially, I think, to right-handers trying to put him away. I think I agree with that, but there was one at-bat that stuck with me that I thought was a positive for Nolasco, and it was his final at-bat of the day. He was facing big slugger Jose Abreu, and I think after he fell behind 1-0, he got a swinging strike on a slider, so he evened the count 1-1, if my memory's serving correctly. Then he goes to a big, slow curveball, 73, 74 miles an hour, and has Abreu way out in front, swings and misses. So that's 2 swinging strikes in a row to the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. Now, Kurt Suzuki and Ricky Nolasco had an interesting decision to make. Do you try to go to the fastball and add about 20 miles an hour and try to sneak it by Abreu, or, seeing that he's so far out in front, maybe go back to that big slow curve? They went back to the slow curve, another swinging strike, strike 3. Nolasco gets his, I think, 4th strikeout of the day. 4 strikeouts. And really kind of an impressive pitch sequence there to go slider, swing and miss, big curveball, swing and miss, big curveball, swing and miss. That shows me that there's at least a little bit something there on Ricky Nolasco's breaking pitches. Now, he'll have to refine those and learn to spot, not learn, but get back to spotting those a little bit better if he hopes to have continued success this time up. But the early returns, I thought, for having not pitched against Major League competition for about 3 weeks, I thought it was respectable for Nolasco on Saturday. Thought number 3, Joe Mauer in the field, 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, I believe. Mauer got caught a little bit in no man's land. He went to field a ball to his right that went to Brian Dozier. By the time Mauer realized he wasn't going to get there, he had no time to recover and get back to first base. Ricky Nolasco was pretty late getting to first, but Brian Dozier held onto the ball, got it to Nolasco, and they got the out just in time at first base. A little bit of a weird play in that Mauer got caught sort of undecided, unsure, should I field the ball or should I just go to first, let Dozier get this, and just try to record the out at first base. I believe the possibility was that Mauer was thinking of going home with that ball, so maybe that's why he tried to cut off a ball that he probably shouldn't have had a play on. In any case, it didn't hurt the Twins. Dozier made the play, Nolasco got there for the out. Thought number 4, Kurt Suzuki threw out 2 runners at second base. When's the last time you saw that? Kurt Suzuki catches some heat for not controlling opposing running games very well, and a lot of that heat's deserved. Suzuki doesn't have a great arm behind the plate. His decent footwork, his mechanics are fine, and his release is quick. His arm's just not that strong. He doesn't throw out very many base stealers. But he did throw out 2 on Saturday, and that helped stunt White Sox rallies. One of them was about a 3.5-minute replay review to get the out call. But if Suzuki and Twins pitchers can begin limiting opposing running games a little bit more, that'll be a big boost for the Twins, frankly. Thought number 5, maybe the most important, 2 guys are stringing together some pretty good at-bats right now. I think both of them are kind of clicking on the ball. Trevor Plouffe, Torrey Hunter. I'd throw Joe Mauer maybe into that mix too the last week, 2 weeks or so. But on Saturday, those were the 2 heroes, in my opinion. Torrey Hunter homered, Trevor Plouffe homered, and both of them were key in a 5th-inning rally off a much-hyped lefty, Carlos Rodon, who's pitching out of the White Sox bullpen for now. I talked to Trevor Plouffe after the game, and he said, yeah, I was actually more happy with a single off Rodon that kept the rally going than with the solo home run to lead off the 2nd inning. I wrote all about that in my 5 Thoughts column. I won't go too granular here on this video because we're running out of time. But do check out that column on 1500ESPN.com. I got into Trevor Plouffe's approach against the lefty, throwing high 90s. I think he touched 97 and 98 on the radar gun Saturday. So impressive at-bat for Trevor Plouffe, and Torrey Hunter just keeps stringing together great at-bats. I also included a fun little clip in the 5 Thoughts column from a couple years ago when Joe Mauer was a catcher. A similar thing happened in Saturday's game. It triggered my memory. Anyways, you'll know what I'm talking about when you check out that column at 1500ESPN.com. Phil Mackey and I are recording another Touch 'Em All podcast on Sunday night. Keep checking back to that. For now, you can just subscribe on iTunes. You'll get that thing right to your feed. If you go Touch 'Em All on iTunes and hit subscribe, that'll show up every time we record a new episode, which is every Sunday during the baseball season. That'll do it for this 5 Thoughts video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Derek Wetmore. I'll see you later.